Hi, I'm Jasmine, and this is Lady Blog You, where I share dressmaking tips and tutorials, show you my original pattern designs as well as how to create them, and give you a behind-the-scenes look at my dressmaking alterations business, with a sprinkle of fashion history. If that sounds like something you're into, be sure to tap the subscribe button. Let's get started. For the start of our pattern, we're going to set up as usual. Here you have the pattern laid out. It's a fairly simple pattern, as you can see. It's two sections that you're going to need to print out on that A4 paper. You always want to make sure you measure to scale. These are the sizes that are available. If it helps, always do a sample cut just to make sure you have the width and length that you want for your design. So I have this broken up into small, medium, and large. The green right now is what I'm cutting, and that is going to be the medium-sized drape, so you'll be able to see what that looks like. And I just want to go ahead and make sure that I've cut out everything for that particular size. So again, you have 2 panels. I have some fabric here that I'm just going to cut it out, and you're going to cut 2 of each for each size. So altogether it's going to be 4 pieces that you need to cut out. And you want to make sure that you are on the proper grain line when you're cutting out your pattern, just to make sure everything stays nice and neat. So here I'm just pinning everything in place, making sure that my fabric isn't going to be moving around. Now that's been cut out, I have 2 pieces here. I'm going to clip the very edge or the tip of the panel that says 1. I'm just going to put 2 notch marks in there, and that's just to indicate what's going to be the front of it. Once you take away the pattern, it's just an easier way for you to navigate what will be the front of your sleeve. So now you can see I have my 2 pieces of lining that I cut, as well as my 2 main pieces. The seam allowance for this draped sleeve is 5/8. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to take your grid ruler and you are going to measure around about 5/8 around the entire portion of the sleeve. So that's all around there. You're going to measure 5/8. Usually you want to do some sort of marking. And you also want to leave that top area where we clipped open. So that area is going to stay closed, and that front notched area is going to stay open. So I just go around and I measure 5/8 all around. I do marking, and then I do some hand basting, and this is what it looks like when it's all completed. Again, I left that top area open, and the back area I closed it up, and you're going to see why we do that next. Okay, I'm just removing the last bits of my basting thread to reveal my machine stitches. So this is what we have here, the machine stitch sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to go in, and again, because we're coming around a curve, I'm going to clip into some of the notches to make it easier when I'm turning it right side out, that the points are nice and sharp. I'm also going to take off just a little bit of this seam allowance. You can either clip into the seam allowance and trim it off, or you can just trim it off. It's totally up to you. But I'm just going to go ahead and trim off this excess because I don't want a lot of bulk in my sleeve. If you decide that you want a thicker sleeve, then I would just use, or a wider sleeve, I would just use less of the seam allowance. Okay, I'm using my handy thread looper. I should say, yeah. We call this an actual strap looper, so it's just what we can loop our sort of straps and those different kinds of things that we use in sewing. We can just quickly sort of turn them right side out when they're very narrow. So I'm using that for this as well. As you can see, this is what it looks like. kind of a little bit of a burrito thing going on, but that's why pressing is so important in dressmaking or just sewing in general. That's why pressing is so important. So once we have fully taken that and put it on the right side, we're going to go in and do some pressing. Okay, so now everything has been pressed down and it's looking a lot more like that draped sleeve. And now we're going to go about doing some of the finishing touches on our draped sleeve. So I'm going to measure down 5/8 and just push that in. I'm going to use a pin to mark it, but I'm actually just going to sort of push that in and fold that down so that I can prepare it to be top stitched. So here we have the finished sleeves. I have both sleeves here, and those top stitches indicate the front of it. Now you can actually sew your draped sleeves directly onto whatever design that you have, and this is just the method if you want to make them detachable. So I have these clear clips or snaps, I would say, and you're just gonna put those, you're gonna put one of the sides on your actual sleeve and the other side will be on the garment. And this is if you just want to make them detachable. So I'm attaching it to my corset pattern, the bodice pattern. So if I've attached one set of the snap to that and I've attached the other set of the snap to that, and that just makes it so that I can have detachable sleeves. Again, if you're not looking for the detachable look, you can apply them directly onto any of your designs, and that's just the way it looks when it's all done. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, make like a lady.